here from home. And away we go. Methodist Monarchs, again, 1-10 on the season. They have really struggled so far to find any consistency in their lineup, and they actually have 4 mainstays in their lineup, 2 starters and 2 pretty good contributors off the bench who are out for today again. Meanwhile, on the other side for Coastal Carolina, we'll get to their starting lineup here in just a moment, but Abrima Deba is out for Coastal Carolina. From what we've been told, just some minor bumps and bruises for Abrima, so just trying to hold him out for precautionary reasons tonight.
Yep, got to get him ready for the conference season. There's one tomorrow afternoon at 4. We'll see if he goes there. Methodist much smaller because of those guys that aren't available. But without Abrima Deba, a different team for the Chants as well.
And the Chanticleers, 3rd time's the charm for Mustafa.
It's what they've been really good at all year, is just pounding that glass, especially at the offensive end.
Some coming off a huge game against Wofford, another double-double. He had 24 points, 13 rebounds for his 13th career double-double here in Conway, and 4 so far this season.
It's going to be a tough match for Mustafa, no matter who he's guarding. He's smaller and quicker than he is, but you got to learn to deal with it. 2-3 zone for the Methodist Monarchs.
And a steal for the Monarchs. Methodist NCAA Division III University out of the USA South Conference. And with that 3-pointer by Chris George, it's the Monarchs that take the early lead.
Chris George has all 5 so far.
Well, and Nate, we just talked about this just a few days ago in that game against Wofford, and now turnover as Rudy Williams throws it out of bounds. But the 3-pointer is the ultimate equalizer. When Wofford made that huge run to erase the 15-point deficit and tie the game, we looked at the stats. Coastal led in every single category except for 3-pointers.
Appropriately speaking about 3-pointers, Mr. Curry set the record all time last night in the pros, and he changed the game of basketball, and it's a copycat game. Colleges are taking after him. I think Wofford had 36 threes in that game attempted.
Foul on
Chris George
Method.
a little late on the closeout by Mustafa. Like I said before, it's a long way for that man to run because Chris George is 6'3", Mustafa 6'9".
Vince Cole just rolls it over the top of the rim. Mustafa trying to clean it up again, can't do it. Garrett Green, another offensive rebound, something he's so good at. Nice pass underneath to Mustafa.
That's where the Chants have the advantage. Methodist is quicker, Methodist is smaller. Chants have big time advantage on the glass. And have taken advantage of it, and they're only 2 buckets, offensive rebounds. Switching all screens like they always do.
Clayton Coe with the 3. So a couple of early 3-pointers here for the Monarchs and an early 4-point lead.
Switching screens, they shouldn't be that open because you're not going under the screen. You're switching it. I'm sure during the first timeout, Coach Ellis will discuss that point.
Well, Nate, I'm assuming that we would see quite a bit of 2-3 zone here out of Methodist as Mustafa inside works it in again, just simply because Methodist does not seem to have a whole lot of players available tonight.
Right, now if they go man-to-man, whoever is guarding 44 Mustafa has a mismatch. Mustafa just keeps going to that left-hand inside, and he's really good with it. Beat the zone down the floor, you don't have to play against it.
Rudy Williams gets tied up, lost it, gets it back, and ties the game.
That's how you beat the zone down the floor. Just attack till somebody stops you. Nobody did.
Rudy Williams comes into tonight 6th in the Sun Belt in scoring, just under 15 points per game.
Yeah, 130-point out a couple games ago. There's the switch. Lakai guarding the basketball now.
Here's Kevin McLaughlin Jr. running the point for the Monarchs. 2 seconds left. Little runner in the lane. Nice touch. Can't get it to go. And now numbers back the other way for the Chanticleers. Rudy Williams drives in. Can't get it to go. Will Lakai misses on the follow. George with the early 3-pointer. And this two-pointer won't fall in. Boy, pretty frenetic pace here to start. Underneath to Mustafa, nice pass. And the finish, second time as Coastal now takes a 10-8 lead.
Looks like the missed layups category will not be an A+ so far. But we got a long way to go.
Here's George guarded by Mustafa at the top of the key.
If you are a very astute basketball aficionado, you'll notice it's a different looking basketball. And it is. They got new basketballs because the Sun Belt Conference is going to play with these balls in the tournament. So they purchased 24 of them. It's called an Evo for Evolution. It's still a Wilson basketball, but it feels a little different. And when they're new, they're a little slicker, so that might have something to do with some missed shots tonight. The more they play with them, the better they'll get.
Mustafa off to a great start. That one just rolls off the rim into the hands of Rudy Williams. Speeds it down to the other end. Euro step. Basket is good. Count the basket and a foul.
Go until somebody stops the ball. Rudy Williams had nobody to stop the ball, and one when we come back.
Hassan Mustafa with 10 of Coastal Carolina's first 14 points. Rudy Williams on the run out. Taking it all the way, step through, and again it's Coastal by 6. Well, after a little bit of a slow start, all of a sudden a 10-0 run by Coastal Carolina over the last 2 minutes and 33 seconds. So again, just like that, from 8-4 to 14-8.
Well, the shots hopefully got really good grades, but they want a better grade on my report card. All 14 points in the paint so far.
And again, Mustafa with 10 points and 4 rebounds already. We just started this game, so Mustafa well on his way to potentially his 14th career double-double and 5th this season. As you look at Rudy Williams, the senior guard from Hamilton, Ontario. Kansas State transfer, off to a good start this season. Again, coming into tonight, 6th in the conference in scoring, just under 15 points per game, and been a good rebounder.
He's going to be tired after this one. He's going to chase around a smaller player the whole game. He's getting a blow right now.
And that one's going to belong to Coastal Carolina off the foot of the Monarchs player.
You know, it's interesting. When you play man-to-man defense, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can react to how the offense is running, or you can force them into doing what you want them to do. So far, the Chants have reacted to the way Methodist is running their offense. I'm sure Coach Ellis wants them to force the opponent and give them what you're allowed to give them instead of just react to their offense. We'll see if that changes.
Isaac Hippolyte into the game, as well as this man right here, Josh Udije, but can't drain the 3. Comes away to the Monarchs.
He's going to get that shot against a 2-3 zone. He's got to shoot it with confidence. I had a nice talk with him before the game about his hometown. He's going home after tomorrow's game for the first time in about 18 months. He's flying across the Atlantic for 4 days and coming home back.
Tomas Stevens into the game for the Monarchs. Gives it to George, and a little floater in the lane. Drops right as the shot clock buzzer expires.
And if you're wondering, Mr. Udije still has his British accent, hasn't lost it, being in the low country of South Carolina.
Cole open, missed it. Udije with the offensive rebound. And now Rudy Williams, long 3. That one is no good. Garrett Green tries to save it and steps out of bounds. So speaking of offensive rebounds, that has without a doubt been a huge positive for the Chanticleers this year. They are number 1 in the conference in rebounding with a +6 margin. And 2nd in the conference, Nate, in offensive rebounds, which has been super critical in a couple of games so far and big wins.
And it's going to be important in Sun Belt games because this is a really athletic, great back cut. This is a really athletic league.
Follow on the backside, little tip in there by Chris George.
I listened to a couple of the videos from the conference coaches, and they said it's been a guard-dominated league, which it has, But each team or many teams have pretty good big men, so it's going to change the dynamic of how Sun Belt games are being played, and that starts all at the end of the year, end of the calendar year.
Unforced error there as Braun Brinson dribbles it off his leg, but I think they're going to say last touched by Coastal. So Methodist will keep it. Kevin Williamson checks in.
They're going to give Mr. Williamson a chance to tuck in his jersey.
Into the corner. Clayton Coe, no good. Hippolyte with the rebound. Lakai, quick kick out. Kevin Williamson knocks in the three, and that is great to see him get that first three-pointer of the season. You know, all we heard about coming into the start of the season was what a great offseason Kevin Williamson had, and unfortunately, Nate, I mean, it just happens sometimes. He just got off to a slow start shooting. 0 for 11 from three-point range, but knocks in his first here.
Good job by Lakai to get in the middle and know where he was going with it before he even caught the ball.
I mean, they really thought that Kevin was going to be a big part of this lineup. And we just haven't been able to see him get in there with any type of consistency. Have you had a player in the past who maybe didn't get off to a good start, and all of a sudden you get to play in a game like this where you get more playing time than usual and it gets you on track?
Yeah, you get a little confidence going too, especially when you make your first shots. How about Lakai? Lakai didn't start out well in the season either, and he's coming into his own now on the glass. Big kid with 6'9", long arms. Nice offensive putback.
Yeah, Lakai.
This game's so much about confidence.
Lakai was, 3 for 17 to start the season with three-point range, and then had, 5 against South Carolina?
Yeah, 3 in a row. Deep ones and a big win over the Gamecocks. Remember, these are not 25-year-old guys. These are 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. Your mental confidence is a big factor.
Lakai is going to pull the trigger. Too long. 2-on-1 back the other way. Blocked by Lakai, and it's going to coach of the year. 270 career wins at Methodist.
Yeah, 3 conference tourney championships, 5 regular season championships, been in the national tournament 3 times. He has stood the test of time. He's done very well.
Three-pointer, no good. Long rebound out to Coastal. Will shovel pass off to Udije with the dunk on the other end.
Good job by Josh Udije to run the floor. If you're not a big man for the shots, you can kind of leak out a little bit because you know the big guys are going to do their thing on the glass and get some easy ones like that. And Udije is a good rebounder because he's a good athlete, but especially if you know somebody's got it, take off.
Hassan Mustafa back in the lineup. Can already 10 points and 4 rebounds.
Shots just went to a zone defense.
McLaughlin fakes the 3, now drives. They swing it around up top.
Good ball movement. Tough shot.
Fadeaway jumper by George, no good. Offensive rebound by Brinson, loses it out of bounds. And that's actually going to be a foul on Josh Udije.
Hippolyte had the rebound, and he just mistimed his jump coming off. And then the ball went into Braun Brinson. Run the floor, your point guard will find you. You can see Udije ahead of the field. Rudy Williams gives it to him.
Rudy Williams will head to the bench, and Jordan Smith will check in. So chance for Jordan to get on the court for just the second time this season.
Junior college transfer, long athlete. Udije got beat on that back cut. They're lucky they met him.
Out of New Orleans, Louisiana. That one partially blocked by Mustafa, and Smith with the rebound.
Udije running the point against the zone. Got to move bodies, got to move the ball.
That one in and out for Williamson. Offensive rebound rejected. And now Methodist comes back the other way. Lead pass. Oh, what a block by Will Lakai coming out of nowhere.
Big time catch-up play.
Mustafa stripped and fouled by McLaughlin.
That was a really smart play by Mustafa. He caught the ball and realized he was going to be under the basket, so he gathered himself and then got fouled. There's the block against Jordan Smith, but watch Lakai run this one down, slap it against the glass. You can't pin, you can pin it, you can't hit it after it hits the glass. Great block, and then Mustafa at the other end for a couple free throws.
Boy, Will Lakai at 6'9". Incredible wingspan, right? I mean, took 2 steps and came flying out of nowhere and quickly rejected it and started the run out the other way. And now Mustafa makes it a 23-14 ball game.
You can just see Will Lakai gaining confidence. Number one, because he's getting more minutes. And number two, he's contributing, shooting, and doing those things we just saw with the block.
Runner, nice touch. Thomas Stevens out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, just a freshman.
Well, a lot of freshmen are stepping up. They have to because of all the guys that are out for Methodist. We started to pass it to to Smith, but he didn't cut.
Jordan Smith with his first bucket of the season. As they mentioned, a junior college transfer from Northwest Florida State College, and one of the coaches love him, just tough player.
He's 6'7" with long arms as well, so they got some length on his team. Back to the zone.
Shot clock down to 10 already here on the Monarchs. Long three by McLaughlin, way short. Might have been partially deflected as well.
With the Ibrahima Diba out and Rudy Williams getting a break, there's your new point guard, folks. Bingo.
And Josh Unijay.
He's probably lacking a little confidence just because he's not shooting the ball at a great percentage, but great form, and the coaches think he's a big-time maker and will be down the road.
And 4th most wins amongst active coaches, right up there with Coach K, Boeheim, Huggins, just some epic names. Unijay no good. Methodist comes away with it.
Can't be upset when 2 players on the same team, and it's your team if you're Coach Ellis, fight for the rebound and lose it, but great effort on the offensive glass. Just got to corral it. Some long athletes out there in white shirts.
Shot clock down to 7 here for the Monarchs. Williamson pokes it away. Drive by Stevens, but knocked away.
Somebody got a piece of that one. Swing the ball, you get an open shot like that.
Lakai off the back of the iron.
It's good ball movement, good shot, good execution. Just got to make that one.
Well, speaking of coaches, and we mentioned this in that game against Wofford, but that was a true team win, players and coaches. I mean, I thought the coaching staff did, and you talked about this during the game, but they really did a good job, Nate. That was a big difference maker.
The man's won over 800 games. He knows what he's doing over there.
Yeah.
And he got some help from his assistants as well, changing defenses, and put in a new one where they started zone, and after so many passes went man, and that didn't totally confuse Wofford, but it took him off balance a little bit a couple times.
It's going to be Chanticleer basketball. What I thought one of the biggest moments was when Cliff, because remember both coaches were kind of upset with the officiating. It's
a fair statement.
Yeah, and while Cliff was talking things over with, I think it was Tony Green, wasn't it?
Yes.
I mean, Cliff and Tony were having let's just say a spirited conversation, but the assistants immediately jumped in and took over and got the guys ready. Yeah. You never had to do that for Bobby, did you?
No. Bobby was unbelievably, we're talking about Bobby Cremins, of course, was as cool. If he got upset at an official, it was very rare, and they knew that too. And when Bobby got on them, they knew they probably screwed up because he never got mad at the officials.
Yeah.
Never. And they respected him for that.
For those who don't know, Nate spent, 7, 8 years with Bobby
at
App State? Nate was Bobby Cremins' assistant coach at Appalachian. Long three, and it is good. So Methodist, a little bit of a dry spell, but hit that three, and they're very much still in this game now, down 28-19. Mustafa touch pass and the finish. Jordan Smith, wow.
When the ball goes to the low post in a zone, everybody stares at the ball. Mustafa realized he didn't have a great angle, but Jordan Smith did watch him get it to the low post here. Watch Jordan Smith cut as soon as he gets it. And there's nobody left to guard him because everybody's in. Let me slow down a little bit. Everybody's ready to play your spot. When you cut in the middle of the zone, that's how Jordan Smith was open and got it. I love it because that's what we used to work on over and over and over. Partner to partner, big to big, against the zone.
Jordan Smith again, great size, about 6'7", 195. Out of New Orleans, getting some playing time tonight for just the second time this season.
Lefty. Lefties are either really good shooters or horrendously bad shooters. I would put Jordan in the former rather than the latter category.
Yeah, he's 2 for 3 in this game, 5 points.
Got numbers if you push it.
Vince Cole hangs, had it partially blocked, and the Monarchs take it back the other way.
Good job by Chris George to get a piece of it without fouling him.
McLaughlin able to kick it out. Open three. No good. Jordan Smith with the rebound. Tied up by McLaughlin. Rips it back away.
Good rebound in traffic. I love those kind of rebounds. Nice pass.
Oh, terrific look. Mustafa misses the layup and will not miss that one.
That looked like the ball slipped out of his hands. We talked about these new basketballs. They've practiced with them since the day after the Wofford game. So they've gotten a little usage. But the more you play with them, the more slick, the less slick they become.
Reverse layup, no. Vince Cole, strong, lays it in.
Way to read the defense.
Only negative stat, you know, that I've seen, or trend, I guess I should say, with Coastal is, and maybe it's not, this is why I want to bring it up with you. Second fewest threes made in the league so far. They've made 53 pointers. The league low is 37. By comparison, the league leaders have hit 83 pointers. So, I mean, that's 30 more. But I guess my question is, I mean, do you have to be a really good three-point shooting team to win the league? Can you do it without hitting them?
Probably you do, only because everybody else is making them.
Yeah.
And you got to make a whole lot more twos to keep up with the team that makes the more threes. You don't have to be a great three-point shooting team because, speaking about the shots, because they're such a good rebounding team. But I think you got to do better. Like tonight, they're shooting it very poorly. They're
2 for 12.
2 for 12.
Yeah.
That's not going to get it done. And sometimes there's guys shooting them that probably shouldn't shoot them. And that's what you work out getting into pre-conference games as well.
So you're saying you don't need to be a Wofford where you live or die by them,
no.
But you got to be able to make some.
Well, I don't think you can be with the makeup of this team because Mustafa's so good inside.
Right. Yeah.
And you got.
But someone's got to be that guy to step up and start hitting some threes.
Got to make a couple. Yeah. Rudy Williams could be the guy.
Yeah.
Udajay could be the guy at certain spots. But you're so good inside, you score so many points in the paint that to complement that, you need a few. But you don't need to live and die by Wofford. That's their game plan.
Yeah.
And there'll be teams in the Sun Belt that'll be their game plan. Georgia Southern, to speak of one, I remember did a ton of them last year. Georgia State shoots it from everywhere.
McLaughlin stumbles, loses it. Williams into the corner. Garrett Green open for three, and he hits it. So the third three of the night for the Chanticleers. And now the largest lead of the night for Coastal, 20-point lead.
Garrett Green scores 6 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, but hits key buckets throughout a game. Nice
and
steal.
A steal by Rudy Williams all the way to the other end of the two-hand jam.
Just run through the passing lane, slap it ahead, and go get it. One, it opens up more shots, but Mack was averaging double digits, and he didn't have a good game.
But they still stuck in that game the entire way just because they hit. They didn't even hit a great percentage. They just took a bunch of them.
Took 36 of them to start. They get on the floor. Good job.
Deshaun Thomas into the game for the first time here tonight. Lob up top way too high for Jordan Smith.
Probably would have got it. He had to run around Jeremy Moe, who was down in there. Didn't push him or anything, but he literally had to run around him. Couldn't get it. But I'm sure he does that in practice a lot. That's why they get a big, strong young man right there, Jordan Smith. Great to see him get an opportunity, and he's playing well. Guarding the point guard. You know, a lot of times, too, because there's no classes, you can impress your coaches in practice because that's all there is practice. You're rested, go out and show them you should be on the floor and take advantage of the opportunity. Right-handed for a lefty, I love it.
Jordan Smith, 8 points. Actually making 10 points now. 1 of 2 in double figures for Coastal and 3 rebounds.
And he was averaging zip for the season, so
yeah, just
add another talented player to the lineup.
Just his second appearance of the year. Open for 3. Malcolm Wade's shot won't go.
I'm sure Coach Ellis put him in the game because he's showing him something in practice. You don't play just because they give you a chance. You got to earn that chance.
Thomas banging inside. Can't finish. Jordan Smith rips it away. Gives it back to Garrett Green again from the corner. His second one.
Same spot, same result.
And here's 16.5 seconds left. Here's Jeremy Mull. Gives it up to Stevens.
Going to be some screens. You got to switch on him as biggest guy in the court playing the smallest guy in the court.
4 seconds left. Stevens step back, missed it.
12 assists on 20 made field goals. That's because of the fast break opportunities. But Ibrahim Adiba catching his breath over there. Nothing serious, just leaving him out of this one, but they've done well.
Lakai dumps it underneath to Mustafa. And right away, Assam will head to the free throw line. A chance to add to his stats tonight. Mustafa, 13 points, 6 rebounds in that first half. Again, searching for career double-double number 14. And it would be his 15th of the season.
And because he missed that layup, does not count because he was fouled. So that's not a missed layup in our new report card. Something's funny out there. The refs are laughing. I don't know what it is. They're laughing. You made 2 in a row.
Jeremy Mull from Methodist, he was in on that as well.
Inside joke, I guess. We were not part of that one. Sean's sticking with the man-to-man. I think it's good to play a team that's smaller and quicker than you and play man.
Nice move by McLaughlin, just couldn't finish it.
Split the double exceptionally well.
Into the corner, Garrett Green hit 2 in the first half and buries another one from the corner.
He loves that side of the floor no matter which bucket.
Garrett Green now 9 points on the night, 4 rebounds.
It's a kind of game where it helps your confidence, but you can't lose your principles. You got to stay with what the coaches have taught you and just stick to the basics. And everything will work out. Great pass.
And Mustafa misses the layup underneath.
That's a missed layup. I don't know if he thought he was going to get the ball. He was so wide open there. Rudy Williams pushing it.
Skip pass. Nice catch by Vince Cole. Gives it to Garrett Green. And 4 3-pointers now for the super senior.
I love it about Garrett Green. Never change the expression on his face. If he makes 6 or 7 in a row, he might. I think heat check time's coming up for Mr. Green next time we get down the floor if he's open.
Garrett Green averaging 6.5 points per game, but one of the top rebounders in the Sun Belt Conference as a guard.
Nothing you can do about that if you're Mustafa. If you run at him 100%, he's going to blow right by you. So you just live with the 3.
Vince Cole for 3.
Remember you talked about living and dying by the 3, and I said, no way, this team wants to go inside. Well, they have a different personality in the second half.
Were they listening to us at the end of the first half?
I don't think so.
I think you're probably right. McLaughlin tries to dump it underneath, ripped away. Here comes Coastal, 4-on-2 back the other way. Rudy Williams down the lane and fouled.
Going to get him before the shot. Tell our people in the truck, get a 3-point package ready. Shots are lighting it up. There's the foul before the shot. And I have the ability to look on my stat in the second half. Chanticleers are
3 for 3.
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
I don't want to leave you hanging.
Well, I was trying to look at I was looking at the wrong stat. It didn't give me second half. Here we go. Yes, 3 for 3.
And Mustafa back to the free throw line. 15 points and 7 rebounds.
He's a double-double machine, and he could be so much better if this becomes a staple of his game, being a really good free throw shooter.
Well, in the game against Wofford, remember, he hit 2 big ones down the stretch. He and Ibrahim Adiba, It was Diba's 2 that won it. And that one goes in, but a whistle.
Going to call offensive interference because he grabbed the rim as the ball was not through the net. Just like hitting the rim if somebody else shoots it.
So is that a missed layup?
That is a missed field goal attempt, yes. Well, they didn't give him a field goal attempt on that. Interesting.
Turnover instead of attempt?
Yep, I guess that's what it is, right?
Off target, and the rebound down to Vince Cole. Had it stripped away from behind, but gets it back, and now throws it away. Rudy Williams saying, hey, was it tipped by Methodist?
He said it had to be tipped because it didn't come anywhere near me. My man Vince doesn't do that. He throws it to me. I think Vince Cole was just trying to get it out of double team and just slung it towards Rudy Williams.
Coastal has outscored Methodist 12-3 here to start the second half.
Good help defense by who else? Garrett Green. That's a travel.
Rudy has it stripped away. Will Lakai trying to keep the three-point party going. That's the 4th of the half for Coastal Carolina.
Invite everybody to the party. Why not? Tell you, if they can do that, the way Mustafa's playing inside, Lakai's playing inside, that'll be a tough out in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yeah, a whole different dynamic, right?
Yep, big time. It will make it easier for the inside guys because you got to spread the defense when they go to chase the three-point attempts. Move the ball faster than the guys in the zone can move by that across the court or go inside out.
3 seconds in the lane.
3, I mean.
Vince Cole with a three-pointer. Garrett Green has a couple. As Coastal 4 for 4 from three-point range here just in the second half.
Picking up the slack from Noah Brima as well. Vince Cole has 7 assists now. Oh, look at this.
What a highlight as Rudy Williams goes off the backboard. And right there with the follow, Ahmad Harvey. Just his second game of the season. What a finish.
Vince Cole did not get the assist, but that was pretty fun to watch. Vince Cole, as I said, has 6 assists. He averages less than 1 a game. So without Ibrahim Adiba, everybody else taking up the slack. Good to see Ahmad Harvey. He was hurt early in the year, from what we've been told. Big time rim runner, and you saw right there another one. Why not? Oh, I thought he made it.
Look good, didn't it? Vince Cole tracks down the long rebound. Back to Green. Rudy Williams underneath to Green again. And the easy layup that time.
They had three-point shots that would have been contested, and they kept it moving until they got a 2-footer. Garrett Green again.
Green 14 points, 6 rebounds.
Good
McLaughlin
help.
caught in the air.
Rudy Williams, nice help there.
And McLaughlin fouled by Lakai. He'll get a couple of free throws. Well, without a doubt, one of the offensive highlights of the season here on this last run out.
Easy layup, nope. Ahmad Harvey with the nice one off the Rudy Williams dime. He came right off the bench, too. He had just been in the game.
McLaughlin fires in the first one.
And now everybody comes out, except the aforementioned Ahmad Harvey and 4 new ones.
Smith back into the lineup. Again, this is going to be interesting to see if this game and this appearance is going to maybe earn Jordan Smith some more playing time and see if this maybe propels his season a little bit. 10 points and 5 rebounds for Jordan Smith in that first half of the show.
Normally this time of the year you pare down your rotation because you're getting into conference play. After tonight, 2 more games. Home tomorrow night, and then they go to Middle Tennessee State, then take a little break for Christmas. But if Jordan Smith can do this, any addition to the depth chart for Coach Cliff Ellis gives him nothing but positives. Back-to-back buckets for Ahmad Harvey.
Here's Wade with it. Get rid of it as the shot clock down to 9. Air ball from the corner. And Isaac Hippolyte comes away with it. Harvey, nice little dump off to Hippolyte underneath. Nice pass.
Those are 2 effort guys last year that played off the bench and played really well. And once again, that's 2 more additions to the deeper you go, the better you can play because you can play more bodies and give the more guys rest. Great contest.
No good. And for Methodist, no field goals now in the last 3+ minutes. Udije kind of lost it, able to get the handle on it though, and chips it in. Coastal with 73 points and still almost 13 minutes left in this one.
He's a freshman, Josh Udije, only averaging a little over 4 a game. Anything to help his confidence is a great boost as you get ready for Sun Belt play. That's a different animal. There's some really good teams in this league.
Jordan Smith trying to tie up Thomas Stevens and commits the foul.
When the coaches in those video calls were talking this week, a couple of them mentioned the fact the depth of the league because Appalachian State, I think, was the 6th seed and ended up winning the tournament last year because they said they got really hot down the stretch. I think they lost 6 in a row actually going into the tournament and ended up winning the tournament.
And just whistled Smith for another foul. Back-to-back fouls. Harvey, strong finish with the left.
I ain't passing the ball, I'm scoring, man. He had a guy on each wing open, but that spread the defense out, and Ahmad Harvey took it to the rack.
So now a coming out party for Harvey out of the Bahamas. Methodist with their first field goal now at almost 4 minutes.
Defense forgot to guard somebody.
And Udije blocking foul.
You gonna count that bucket? Yes, they are. little continuation, in my opinion, there, but we'll take it. Josh Udije will surely take it.
So Udije, Kevin Williamson, Ahmad Harvey.
Good looking shot there.
Jordan Smith and Isaac Hippolyte stay the 5 on the forward here for Cliff Ellis, and Coastal Carolina. Wade into the lane, quick little shot off the glass. And Harvey step through, misses it. Hippolyte with the offensive rebound and the putback.
He will tell Ahmad, thank you very much. I got a rebound in the bucket. Sorry you missed.
50-point lead. Ball still loose, out of bounds. It'll belong to Coastal Carolina. Coastal was going to have to maybe discover was someone who could shoot the three. Well, that's going to come alive tonight.
Absolutely in the second half. Of course, Georgia State, the defending regular season champs. And then we just talked about a moment ago, Appalachian State won the tournament.
Jordan Smith no good. Deshaun Thomas into the lineup. Mart Harvey comes away with the offensive rebound. Williamson in the lane, too short.
Preseason player of the year is Norchard O'Meara, a big-time rebounder. Was a freshman of the year last year, who plays for Arkansas State. And Coach Mike Bellato, I think of all the coaches we talked to before the games last year, he was my favorite.
Yeah.
Coach Pilato is just a good guy. He's got a beard this year, by the way, as many people did after pandemia, if that's a word.
Three-pointer by Thomas Stevens. Just a freshman, a local product for Methodist out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
The first team is Justin Forrest out of App State, a big-time scorer on the outside.
Thomas, strong move, but misses it, and the Monarchs come away with it.
Mayor Corey Allen, a really good scorer out of Georgia State. Theo Akumba, a big-time 6'11 junior out of Louisiana, and the Chance will see Louisiana and UL Monroe the first weekend of conference play. And then Mason Harrell out of Texas State, a 5'9", amazing basketball player for Texas State. And Coach T.J. Johnson. Greg Young, the new coach in the league out of UT Arlington, because the former coach went with Chris Beard to Texas as an assistant.
UTJ underneath to Thomas.
Good move.
Fake. Good touch. Just couldn't get it to go. Ahmad Harvey, strong rebound.
I think he was afraid he was going to get undercut, which I don't blame him either. Braun Brenson was underneath his legs there.
Boy, how hungry does Ahmad Harvey look right now just for playing time?
Oh, yeah. You prove to people you should be out there. If they could go 10 deep, they'd be a tough out. But you got to prove to the man over there in the teal sport coat that he trusts you under crucial situations.
Jumper good for Stevens. He's now in double figures. First player in double figures for Methodist. He has 12. He's 5 of 9 from the field.
He specifically called that play, wants to go into Deshaun Thomas to get some confidence and to get some points as well.
Harvey's going to go to the bench. Isaac Hippolyte back in. And to wrap up some thoughts here on Sunbelt, South Alabama, the Jaguars off to a good start at 9-2, Nate. Texas State at 7-2, Arkansas State 7-3, Troy at 7-4. Some teams off to some pretty good starts in the Sunbelt so far as Thomas gets on the scoreboard.
South Alabama's played a tough schedule as well.
And a 9-2 record. They've won 9 straight.
Richie Riley used to be an assistant here at Coastal Carolina for Coach Ellis.
Thomas with the rebound.
Talked about the big men emerging in the Sun Belt.
Lob up top, and Jordan Smith with the finish.
If Deshaun Thomas could blow and give a blow for Osama Mustafa a little bit and be as effective as Mustafa is, boy, would they be a tough out.
Good block by Thomas. Hippolyte all the way back to the other end.
Talk about Rudy Williams and Ibrahim Adiba being a two-headed point guard. They could be a two-headed postman with Ibrahim Adiba and that young man right there, Deshaun Thomas. Thomas
muscles it in. And wrapping up the Sun Belt, just one more quick thought. You know, we talked about this in our last game about Wofford in the Southern Conference. The Southern Conference and the Big 12, the only two conferences where every team is above 500. Yep. I tell you what, the Sun Belt's awfully close. Only 2 teams in the Sun Belt that are under 500, Little Rock, surprisingly, and UT Arlington.
And it's interesting. Every coach in that video call said, you know, we want to, you know, what do you look forward to in Sun Belt play? And they said, we're ready to play. We're ready for this. But we got to be good at the end of February because it's a one-bid league and you got to win the tournament. So Everybody peaks to get to the tournament.
6 rebounds.
That's really good. Considering he hadn't scored all year, it's only the second game he's played.
Gives it up to Williamson. Too short. Deshaun Thomas with the offensive rebound. Has it stripped away, but Hippolyte comes away with it.
Boy, he just camps out in the middle, and they find him every single time. If he swung the ball over to the corner, Hippolyte would have an open 3, but he's going to the line just as good.
Deshaun Thomas, 6'9", about 235. Out of AC Flora High School in Columbia, transfer from LSU. Here he is.
Swinging inside. He knows it's one-on-one because it's a 2-3 zone. There's only one guy guarding him. He goes over that left shoulder every time. It's his first free throw of the year, which he makes. But he's so big and so strong with those wide shoulders, it's hard to stop that shot. Great form. Speaking of AC Flora High School, for Deshaun Thomas, the state of South Carolina lost a great high school basketball coach today. Out of Eau Claire High School, the other great high school in Columbia, South Carolina, George Glimpf passed away. State championships and just years and years of being a great coach, but helping young people even more than his coaching prowess. He will be missed in this state.
Foul on Methodist on Braun Brinson. His second. Will give it back to Coastal. 6:15 left to play.
George Glimpf coached a lot of great ones, and his name just jumped out of my head. I was talking to you about him as we came up here today. Jermaine O'Neal played for Eau Claire High School and just went right to the NBA and played for many years.
And did you say, was it Xavier McDaniel?
Played at AC Flora.
Yeah.
There's been some great players out of the city of Columbia.
Last touch by Williamson will give it to Methodist.
Frank Martin's got his share of those players lately out of the city.
Yeah, Gamecocks with a big win the other night.
Yeah, every time they win, the game that the Shants beat them looks a little better in the eyes of everybody in college basketball.
Yeah.
So you want the Gamecocks to have a great season if you're a Shant fan after Chanticleers beat them.
Blocked by Deshaun Thomas. UJ in a battle for it. Able to corral it. And Hippolyte trying to drive inside. Took one too many steps. The travel will give it back to the Monarchs with 5:31 to play. And again, Coastal, a huge lead here, a 52-point lead.
Deshaun Thomas blocks it but doesn't knock it in the fifth row. Keeps it in play. UJ picks it up and goes with it. I could never do this, but it's smacking in the fifth row is great. But if you keep it in play, you get a little live ball turnover basically and go with it.
Hippolyte off his heel and out of bounds again to the Monarchs.
And Coach Ellis, because of the game that was canceled in the Bahamas tournament, petitioned the NCAA and got another game. So the Chanticleers will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock, so we'll see how they come back with less than 24 hours rest. That's tournament time. I mean, that's getting ready for the tournament, those kind of quick turnarounds. And they'll play Regent University tomorrow at 4.
Yeah, interesting one tomorrow. Regent, only 3 years of basketball. They just started their program back in 2018.
Yep, last year played 2 games and the season was canceled. Like the Ivy League, nice 3 right there from Kevin Williamson. And they canceled the season after 2 games.
Second three-pointer for Williamson.
Not had a great start this year, but we'll see what they can bring tomorrow to the HTC Center.
And that one just falls in as Braun Brinson, another freshman here for Methodist out of Raleigh, North Carolina, gets that one to drop in.
This is when, if you're the Shants, you can't get sloppy. Got a huge lead. You're playing guys who don't play a lot of minutes normally. They want to play more. Nice
UJ strong baseline drive and the finish, 93-40.
That's a freshman with a lot of lift. Offensively and defensively, just play sound. Can't look at the scoreboard either way. Still switching every screen is what they do.
Stevens' little jumper, and tell you what, he's putting together a nice night tonight. 16 points.
Freshman out of Fayetteville Christian High School.
Stevens 7 of 13 with 4 rebounds tonight as well. Kick out into the corner, open 3, but misses way too short.
We talked about how the Shants have 3 games left, including this one, before they get into Sun Belt play.
Williamson again with the 3 in the corner.
It's a good test for David Smith to go back afterwards and show his kids, look, I know we don't play in this level of basketball, but what are we going to...
Yeah, it was not close for long. Impressive performance tonight. And out of bounds. And that'll bring us to a media timeout. Back to wrap up the final 2:49 here from Conway. Coastal just 4 points away from hitting the century mark here from inside the HTC Center, their home court where they've played extremely well this season, and tonight no exception. Coastal just a little over a couple minutes away from going to 5-1 here at home. They've won 11 of their last 12 here on this court.
Let me correct myself. I said the tournament was in Tallahassee. Of course the tournament's in Pensacola. I knew that. My brain just stopped for a moment there. Happens. It's called a senior moment, I think is what they call it.
Or just being human, one of the two.
Yeah, that too.
Well, we're talking about tomorrow's game against Regent University. Again, they've only had a basketball program for 3 years. And then after that's going to wrap up this 6-game homestand. And then Coastal is going to hit the road for a really tough road test at Middle Tennessee, as we'll have a foul here on Coastal. Middle Tennessee on the road tonight at Ole Miss. Interesting game. They're playing at Ole Miss, and the head coach at Ole Miss is Kermit Davis, which is the former coach at Middle Tennessee. And right now at the half, Ole Miss with a 27-24 lead, so a close one.
Matt McMahon at Middle Tennessee State used to be an assistant at Appalachian State, and they got some common opponents. They beat Winthrop. Middle Tennessee did beat them 76-65. Of course, the Shans played Winthrop. They beat Mercer 82-58.
Yeah, that's a scary one right there.
That's a big one. But I looked up their stats as we had a break there for a moment as Deshaun Thomas is going to go back to the line. They shoot 47% from the field. They shoot 32% from three. Kind of similar to the Shants, but their rebound margin is only a plus 2.1. So the Chanticleers should have an advantage on the boards, but they've outscored their opponents by 15 a game, and they average 80 points a game. So I would think they get up and down the court pretty quick.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee off to a
really
good start.
game.
They're 8-2.
Yep.
One of the top teams in Conference USA early.
That'll be a good test to get the Chanticleers primed and ready for the Louisianas. UL Monroe and Louisiana when they come in here on the 30th and the 1st, I believe, is those two games.
How did you guys like to set up your schedule back when you were with Bobby Cremins? I mean, would you like to have one big test before the conference schedule, or would you rather have a little bit softer? Like, how would you guys?
Coach Cremins had one priority. He always wanted the kids home for Christmas. Always.
So however you could schedule that.
Yep. If it was a tournament, it wasn't going to come around Christmas. He always wanted to give them at least 3-4 days home for Christmas. He's just a big believer in the Christmas holidays, and he always did that.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that Coastal's playing Middle Tennessee
before
the start of the conference schedule.
I think it's really good. It's a very good test. They're comparable to a lot of Sun Belt teams. They played some common opponents, as we just talked about.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good one. Then they come back home for 3 games in 4 days, if I'm correct. 2 Louisiana schools, and then Emory and Henry after that. And then we are conference hoops. And they just hit 100. Yeah, in the truck they just had a very astute comment. Emory and Henry should be a piece of cake. It's only 2 players.
Yeah, 5-on-2 the whole game.
If you know the great analyst Debbie Antonelli, who happens to live in Charleston on ESPN, her son plays for Emory and Henry. Sean Thomas, nice move.
Thomas now in double figures.
I heard Emory's a heck of a player, though. Henry, not so much.
Well, there's a couple other players that we've seen that are pretty good just by themselves. William and Mary.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
Pretty good.
Little 5-on-2.
All right, we're done.
Always seem to find a way to win, William and Mary.
First co-ed basketball team in NCAA history. Deshaun wanted to slam that one down. Little contact, no call.
Yeah, looking for an
Trust me,
exclamation point.
the referees are not blowing a whistle anymore.
Long 3-point attempt. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Monarchs with 25 seconds left.
Exams are over. They were last week. Chanticleers are going to get ready for Region and then Middle Tennessee, and then it's Sun Belt Hoops. So they'll get some rest tonight, get some food in them, and get ready for a 4 o'clock tip tomorrow.
15 seconds left in this one. Amar Harvey can just take this one across the timeline and officially bring this one to an end. And what a performance tonight as Coastal Carolina improves to 5-1 at home